Hi, it's Dorothy Guining with Scrapbooking Quebec, and today I'm participating in the Scrappy Celebrations YouTube Hop. A lot of us small-time scrapbooking channels are celebrating YouTube milestones, and this is our way to say thank you for your support. All of those thumbs up, comments, and you subscribing to our channel, it means so much to us, so thank you. And we've been posting videos all week long, so I'll put links to the other videos below, and also just look out for that thumbnail Scrappy Celebrations. Here's what I'm going to be using. I have bits and pieces from Cartabella's Family Night collection, along with those stitched letter dies from Lawn Fawn and that triple banner punch from Stampin' Up. I didn't do much preparation in advance. All I did was mat those two photos, and what I'm showing you now are all the pieces I have on my desk. And the first thing I'm going to do is prepare a foundation page. So I'm cutting down 4 strips of paper at different widths, and I'm putting measurements for everything I'm doing on the screen. And basically what I'm going to do is create kind of a top-heavy layout here. So 3 of those strips of paper are going to be adhered to the top of the page and just a very narrow strip towards the bottom. You're going to see that in a minute. And then I'll be placing my photos towards the top of the page and doing a lot of embellishing around the photos. Now, when I started out with this YouTube video in mind, I was supposed to think of celebration. So what I'm going to celebrate today, and you're going to see that in my photos, is my roots, I should say. I'm from Nova Scotia. I'm a very proud Nova Scotian, even though I've lived away from Nova Scotia for many years. I still call it my home, and I go there all the time. So the photos you see on the screen are of me last summer in front of the Welcome to Nova Scotia sign, which is a place I love to stop. It's just an iconic spot for me anyway. Before adhering my photos, what I want to do is create some banners. Now, when I'm creating celebration layouts, often I think balloons, banners, stars, maybe even hearts. But in this case, I'm going to use banners. So I'm cutting down a bunch of strips of paper, all at 2 inches wide. And I'm using this triple banner punch by Stampin' Up. You can actually cut banners in 3 different widths, and 2 inches is the largest. So I'm using 2 inches. And I cut down 5 strips. You see 4 on the screen, but I'm going to cut down this graph paper as well because I plan to add my journaling within this border banner. And it's all going to be kind of placed a little bit towards the right, kind of like the middle right where you see me placing it. And the layout is going to end up being top heavy and diagonal, but there will be a visual triangle, and you'll see all of that in a minute. So I'm just going to place these banners looking for something that's pleasing to my eye, and I want them to be staggered all different lengths. And once I get that down and I'm happy, you're going to see me get out a pencil, and I just mark where the beginning of the banners start and where the end is. That way I have a guide sort of as to where to adhere them. So that's what I'm doing right now. Then what I'll do is place the photos without adhering them quite yet, because I'm going to want to play around with placement of title and decorations. So I know where my journaling is going to go. It's going to go on that graph paper that I'm adhering right now. But now I want to place my title. So I did cut that out in advance with those stitched letter dies from Lawn Fawn. Those are new to me, and I will link up that product below. I'll list it below anyway because it's really lovely. They cut out very well. They're a great size, and I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but there's a little embossed stitching throughout it. Now what I'm going to do is play around with embellishment clusters. Now my plan is to create 3 around the photos, not necessarily around the page. So I'm going to create 1 underneath that photo on the right. That's where you see memories, and I have actually 2 pieces of ephemera there. And I'm going to continue with those embellishment clusters in a bit, but before continuing, I want to adhere my photos, I want to adhere my title, and I want to adhere that embellishment cluster that I've already decided over on the right-hand side underneath the photos. I find at one point I've got a lot going on with embellishment clusters, and then I have everything too loose. So at one point I just have to start adhering, and then I will continue. So that's what you're going to see me doing in a minute, because I do know I want to add another piece of something, a decoration, after the word Nova, and I also want to add something underneath that photo on the left. As you can see, Chester is dying for attention, so he's purring all over me. Anyway, he is relentless, that sweet little kitty. So now I'm going into my stickers, and I find that speech bubble, and I'm going to add a little bit of cardstock behind it so I can pop it up on foam adhesive. And I don't know if you noticed, I did the same thing to those pieces of ephemera with the word memories. I added cardstock behind it and added a bit of foam adhesive just to add a little bit of dimension. Now I'm looking for a sticker, something to put on that speech bubble, and I find the word favorite in the blue arrow, so I'm happy with that. And I decide to add those banners that were in the ephemera pack underneath the photo that you see on the left. So I'm just building it up a bit, and then I'll go into the stickers, and I'm looking for something small to put on it. So I find that word family, and again, what you're going to see me do is add a bit of cardstock, and then I'll pop it up on foam adhesive. My camera stopped, so all I did was I added the word family there, as you can see. I created a visual triangle in 3 spots with enamel dots. That's under the word, in and around the word memories, I should say, below with the word family, and in that top corner. I also did my journaling off camera, and then all I did was add a punched out heart into the word home that's at the bottom of the page, and that is it. This came together really, really quickly. Anyway, thank you so much for subscribing, commenting, and giving me thumbs up. It really does mean much more than you could ever imagine. Don't forget to check out the other participants in this YouTube hop. They're all listed below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.